season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 20. 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Down, 50, plant.
55. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Topper!
Back to throw is Gray. Throwing on first down. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Gray off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Protein spill.
Back to throw. Gray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Redskins 7, Raiders 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing after the interception. Gray. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Complete to number 81. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check 4, check 4.
Look, squeeze, smoke.
Check 3, check 3.
Hut.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Looking to throw. Gray. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
God damn, I can't put it through
Interception
anymore.
sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Tight dog. Kill. Watch that. Watch twist. Watch out.
Hey, orbit. 5.
They'll run on 1st down. Bishop. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
49, check 49.
Bam.
Mike 20.
Go.
Cut.
Hey, box drop. I'll get it.
They run the counter. It's Floyd. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Gray from the gun, he'll throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Gray. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
10-2 soft.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check 15. Shift. Kill.
You're out.
Hey, turn it up.
Buzz. Be good.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. And it's the Chiefs that have grabbed the early lead over the Chargers. Patrick Mahomes leading the way offensively. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now Haskins to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. Haskins looking to throw on first down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Well, they went for all the marbles there on that long pass. He caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
So difficult, isn't it? Because you have so many things you're going through on that play, trying to get open, trying to catch the ball, and still get your feet down to complete the process of the play. Not successful on that attempt.
Looking left side, and it's complete. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now Haskins on first down. Being chased out left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Good team running. Good team running. I don't think you got it, sir.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. On second down, here's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Mike 20. We own them. Hey, Zoo. We own them. Hey, Mike 20. They gonna need hit it.
Gray now to throw again. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
At the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Gray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141 and a half. This is taken at the 23. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. On first down, it's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. It's a gain of 35.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And it's fielded at the 34. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. on 1st and 10. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Haskins to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And
oh my God, what's going on with Madden, bro?
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One-on-one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Haskins, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a return out shot of midfield to the 46-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Into the Redskins. Have it they do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From just shy of midfield, Haskins going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Haskins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins.
Damn, this nigga's fucking defenders shit.
Picked off with great anticipation. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
6 guys, check 6 guys. Let's go.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing? And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw, Haskins. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time
Fucking
today.
horrible.
Picked off right around the 43. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 39-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
218, chop it. Leo.
Big Ed. Check. Crunch. 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 Check safety. Check safety. Slam. Slam.
Hey, lock it.
Wide. Get wide. Shift.
Now.
2nd and 4. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, Haskins. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-start.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
At the 43-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
37, Raiders 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Look at me, zipper.
Here's Gray on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be 2nd down.
Hey, team 6. Go. Shoot.
Back to throw. Gray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to throw is Gray. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Go.
Mark 55. Watch the slats. Check. Fresno.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
All day, baby. Let's get this.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Man up, D.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Flushed out right. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Go. 58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike.
On 1st and 10, Haskins. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking. And running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Okay, ready? Go 58 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 58, right over there, right over there. Mike, 50.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Redskins send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
Oh, my God, bro.
This is a defense that's already scored once in this game. So you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys who try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
Gray on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Gray. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Redskins scoop it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Delta. 58. Hey. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, watch the slant. 58.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there, huh? Hey, 58 is a Mike. Wahoo. It's the Mike. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Haskins. Going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Haskins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
58 for Mike, 58.
On the ground, it's Geis. And that'll hurt the average a bit. This time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here we go. Set. Go to base. Come on. Hey, top arm. Top arm.
Throwing on 2nd and 14.
What the fuck was he doing? Wow.
This is taken in for a Redskins
This
touchdown.
game is hilarious.
A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown.
Hey, exit.
That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Rock it. Shoot.
On second down, it's Bishop. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Hey, wahoo.
Back to throw now on first down. That is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go, baby. Turn up.
Smooth.
Let's get that fight.
Now Gray. Off play action. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's another Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Rip right.
Get it.
Gray now. Off the play fake. Open man is Cobbs. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Ready to break.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Watch the edge. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 31. Check 31. Let's go.
Here's Gray operating from the gun. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Ready?
On the draw play, Coleman. Well, a good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down. 37-yard line.
No. Off.
Hey, Echo.
Check. Lucky.
Bam. Now.
To throw on 2nd down. Gray. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to throw is Gray on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, 4 down. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Jump.
Look at me. Door.
Check 43. Hey, check 24. Say.
You're out. Hey. Hey, Jet.
Gray throwing on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Eight yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And now it's 2nd down. Haskins going to try to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.